Hey guys, welcome to the Gran Turismo Manufacturers Cup. I got my Ferrari outfit right here. So I hadn't put a time in yet. I was like, you know what? Let me do this right. Let me load up a player, load up a ghost, looking at the top players, and behold, number 80th, McFly. I don't know if there's any relations to Marty McFly from Back to the Future, but I was like, you know what? I love that movie. I'm a big fan. Let's do it up. So I loaded up the ghost for McFly. I wish it was a DeLorean though, but it's not. It's a Lamborghini. It's a Lambo. But I love the Ferrari, as you can see, that livery. Piece de resistance. I love Ferraris. I don't own a Ferrari, unfortunately. I would love to have a Ferrari, but I'm a huge fan of the Formula One team. I always pick the Ferrari brand for the Manufacturers Cup. I was like, you know what? Let's just do it. I've never actually had a chance to do these Manufacturer Cups. Either I'm away for work or just not around to do these. So I was really excited. This was my very first attempt and first big breaking point. And as you guys can see the results, it wasn't looking good. So I quit right away actually. Well, I did try it one more time, not gonna lie. After many laps later, this was my second best lap. Actually, as you can see, I didn't record. I forgot to hit the record button on my controller, my PS5 controller. So my best lap at this point was a 1 minute 53.7. I still had Marty McFly as my ghost. And I was doing pretty good. I was keeping up. Wasn't too bad at all. But I have to say, the Ferrari felt amazing. So nimble, so good on the corners, the handling. I actually had the traction control set at 0, so it was off. So much grip, the stability was amazing. I really enjoyed driving with this car. So as you can see, this lap's looking pretty good. And I have to be honest with you guys. I don't really know this track that well. I generally tend to go with like the tracks that are like on the F1 calendar, like Belgium, Spain, Barcelona, Suzuka, Spa, and also like Nürburgring. I just love that track. So I haven't really driven on this track too often, or in the past really paid attention to it. But you know what? I really liked it actually. It's not so much a technical track. It was really fast paced, high speed, big swooping like corners like this one here. So just trying to get the feel for it. As you can see, I wasn't too far off my time. I was just right there, and that ended up being my last attempt. 530th in the world rankings. Can't really complain. So I got some good news and I got some bad news. We got race 1 coming up. The good news is it was an epic race. It was one of the best races I've ever had. By the end of it, I was like sweating. It was like the adrenaline was so high. The bad news is I forgot to hit the record button on my PS5 controller again. So this one I was able to salvage it by saving the replay. You guys deserve something nice here. You guys deserve a good race. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. So this was it. Cars all lining up. I also put some graphics up for you guys. Hopefully you guys like the production value a little bit there, just to kind of so you guys know where the race is at. But again, I'm loving that Ferrari livery. But yeah, it was pretty chaotic in the beginning. The funny thing is, the same thing almost happened like the first race I did the other day. There was a car in front of me just spun out, but this time I did kind of collide a little bit. So I did get a little bit of the front bumper damage. But this was one hell of a race. I mean, look at that. You got what, 5 cars? 5 abreast, as they say, going onto this crazy chicane style. Yes, so it's chaotic there. Things that are happening back there. I don't even know if I should admire my own driving or watch what's going on behind me. But Anyways, this was such a good battle. So I moved up a spot because initially I qualified 6th for this race, so I was up 1 position, which is really good. So it was yeah, pretty epic. I don't know, I feel like I should just shut up and not talk and let you guys enjoy the race or something, but I'll try to kind of chime in with some good commentary for you guys. But yeah, we had the Ferrari behind me too. So honestly, this was probably one of the cleanest races. It was amazing. It blew my mind. A lot of respect shown. Again, I'm all about showing respect, but it's always nice when others show respect to you as well too. So this was, I don't even know how to describe this. This was so close. This was so tight. We have PHG right in front of me, and the driver behind me was very fast. It was on me like a cheap suit. Scientific Dodge. Yeah, really good driver. All of them are really good drivers, actually. So this was lap 2 now. You see the battle. All the cars are pretty close to one another. It's been a pretty epic race. This was actually a 10-lap race. And I gotta say, I would say, I don't know, 8 out of those 10 laps were just insane. It was so close. I don't think there was a moment to like take a breather, but I did edit the video a little bit for you guys, so it doesn't become too long. But I mean, the first 6 laps are like stoit, as they say. That's kind of a word I created. Something that's like super tight. It's so tight that it's stoit. But yeah, looking pretty epic here. So there's a lot of ups and downs in this race. It was crazy. I mean, look at the graphics. Honestly, Gran Turismo blows my mind. Like, the graphics are just so good. Sometimes when I play this game and I just look at the scenery. I just look at the clouds. I look at the sky, and just like gives me a warm fuzzy feeling. I feel like it's summertime, like the sunset. I can just smell the tarmac. I can smell the, just, I don't know, the ambiance. It's just like such a good game. Can't believe like this game's been out for a while, but like still I think it's the best looking like game in terms of graphics and just gameplay. Honestly, I feel like Gran Turismo really strikes up like the perfect balance between being like a sim game, sim racing, but also like just being fun and accessible, So I think it just strikes the right chord, and I just love everything about it. I do wish though that they introduced like in the next game like safety cars, and I love doing more like endurance races and a lot of different kind of scenarios. But honestly, lately they've been just killing it. Like, I've been watching the Nations Cup that happened like 3-4 weeks ago. The Manufacturers Cup, and then now the start of 2024. Like, the races, it's just so creative, and I'm just loving it. Honestly, it's been so good. But as you can see, the race is still pretty close. I tried to make a move there, but I just couldn't pass him, So he was positioning his car like really good. I knew I had more pace though. I was faster than him, so I had a lot of pace, compared to him. So he was kind of slowing me down, because at this point, I was only off the leader by like 4 seconds. It wasn't too much, but I was losing time. So even he's got his lights on, as in like, I'm gonna be going slow. Please pass me. So I was getting mixed messages, to be honest. But look at this battle, wheel to wheel, man. It's like a 3-car epic non-stop racing here. Honestly, I felt like I was like doing some like esports. I got the invite to Barcelona, and I thought I was like doing this for real or something. It was so epic, so clean, and I gotta hand it to them. Honestly, it was a very enjoyable race. You guys will see, it's not gonna be all roses and sunshine, but Still, you know, no harm, no foul. But yeah, so look, we're going wheel to wheel. This is getting pretty epic. We're lap 4 now. This part's super close. Like, we're going down the straight here. There's no gap, there's no space, bumper to bumper right here. Look at that. That's crazy. I don't even know where to go. He wasn't really protecting the inside, so, but still though, it's just too risky. Those corners, it's like suicide. If you go for those moves, it can be very dangerous, but it was pretty epic. But yeah. Man, I gotta say, man, this car, Ferrari 458 Italia, super sexy, man. Delivery, I think I got the best looking car on the track. Not gonna lie. Honestly, I feel like I could have finished first, to be honest. I had the pace. I wasn't too far off the lead car. But yeah, look at this, just non-stop. Yeah, the guy in front of me gets a penalty. Lap 5 laps, just non-stop. I think here I go for it. Go for a nice little slight dive bomb. But PSG tries the old switcheroo, and he succeeds. But this is gonna be intense right here. Damn. Man, this part like honestly gets me goosebumps. I'm just like watching it. I was like, man, what was going through my head here? But yeah, look, tragedy hits. Tragedy struck. But it ain't over till it's over. So I'm in 7th place. We're gonna skip to lap 6. Interesting enough, I started actually closing the gap again on PHG. The car behind me had a penalty there, so that's good news for me. But you see, again, I was going for it. I was like, I had the pace. I was faster. Just it's unfortunate. You know, I could have probably finished at least 4th or 3rd, maybe even. So yeah, I'm really applying the pressure here. So it's coming down to the wire. 3 laps to go. Yeah, just trying to close the gap. Honestly, the Ferrari was amazing. I think the Nissan GTR wasn't the best car for this track. Just yeah, but I can tell he, you know, PhD was a really good driver, had decent pace, had really good pace, but I don't think the car was as good as the Ferrari because on the straights I was catching. So we're in the 7th lap now. Lucky number 7, lap 7 here. Poor guy, I feel bad for him. I was like putting on the pressure, you know, he's probably so stressed. I thought I was stressed, but it's always nicer to like follow someone than be like chased after. But here, yeah, look at this shot here. That looks pretty good. That looks epic. So I went for it right here. Got the job done. That's how we do it. But he was coming back at me here. He wasn't giving up. I don't know. The whole race he was like flashing his light. I was confused. I'm like, what am I supposed to do here? Like, are you telling me like you want me to pass? Are you trying to distract me? What's the dealio here? So now we're gonna skip forward to lap 9, and again, something dramatic happens to me. It wasn't too bad actually. It wasn't too dramatic, but I just made a little dumb mistake. Cut the corner a little bit there, and got myself a 1-second penalty. And PHG at this point was 1.5 seconds behind me, so it was really close. Here I'm slowing down to serve my penalty, my 1-second penalty. As you guys can see here again, I have to obviously give that spot up. I lose that spot right here, so we got PHG passing me there. So I'm back to 7th again, but it's getting intense. 1 lap to go. This was lap 9, so I was pushing so hard. My front tires were pretty much gone. Like on the last lap, it was done. It was crazy. This was like, honestly, man, I think I took a shower after this, man. By the end of it, I had to take a shower. But here we go. So we're going into the final corner here to start the final lap. And what do you guys think it's gonna happen? Do you guys think I'm gonna pull the move or what? Here we go. Let's see what's gonna happen. Booyah. That's how we do it. But again, he gave me the space. He gave me plenty of room, but I made sure that I kind of reciprocated that gesture with a nice clean takeover, nice clean pass. And I got the position back, so not too bad. And here I made sure I keep it clean. Didn't want to make that same mistake twice. I kind of slowed down a little bit, and that's all she wrote. That's all we do it. Finished the race in 6th position, so not too bad. I didn't lose any position. I didn't gain any position. My driving rating, I think stayed the same. Didn't really go up, I don't think. I think it went up a little bit. So anyways, I tried to do a race 2, so I was like, you know what, let's do a qualifier again and try to this time record it for you guys. Man, this game looks so good. I love it. This is so nice. Funny thing here actually, so this was I guess the way it's set up with the qualifier. You do an out lap, you got 5 minutes to get your your qualifying time in. I kind of slowed down for you guys here. It was pretty hilarious. Kind of slowed down. You guys see that spark there? I thought Marty McFly was back and doing some time trials, the ghost car. Look at that. I've never seen that. Honestly, I've never seen that in my life. I don't know. I thought Marty was back in the DeLorean, but I think it was just a poor connection. Yeah, so poor guy had to pull aside. 8th position. I don't even know what flag that is actually. I wanted to look it up, but I was like, you know what? I don't even know where to begin. I don't think I've ever seen that flag. So if you guys know what that flag is, which country it is, make sure to leave a comment, and I'd love to find out. So my apologies if I don't know the flag of that country. I'm pretty good with my geography, but I'm not gonna know all the flags, of course. So this was my qualifying. So I tried to time it in a way so I was able to at least get 2 laps in. So this one, honestly, I felt really good about this lap. Honestly, it was clean, no fuss, kept it clean and simple. Gave myself good amount of gap to the car in front of me. So what's interesting and what's nice about the qualifiers in the Nations Cup or the Manufacturers Cup is that you're actually on the track with the other drivers, and I love that. I think, and I haven't played all the sim racing games, but I think more games should do that, and I think Gran Turismo itself should do this all the time, for even their daily races. It just kind of brings the track to life. You feel part of part of the kind of a bigger thing instead of just kind of being on the track by yourself. So I don't know, it just really brings the game to life. I hope they just do this on all their races, but this was a really good lap. I felt pretty good. I did have enough time to do another lap, but it wasn't that great. I messed up in a couple of spots, so this was it. This was the lap that I qualified with, so you guys will see what I'm going to qualify as. Just coming over the line here, crossing the line. And I qualified initially 2nd, but it actually ended up being 3rd. That's our friend there, Marty. We're having a tough time there. Yeah. Anyways, I pulled aside on that one, so I qualified 3rd. And this was the 2nd race. I did this race twice. This was a really good race too. Look at that beautiful car. 3rd place. So here we go. Man, I love the build up, man. This countdown, it just gets the juices flowing. So we got the Darth Rafa. We got Joe 757 QC. And right there, Cyrus the Great 604. So let's do this. So pretty good start. Pretty clean. I definitely felt like I had more speed compared to Joe 757. But yeah, it's gonna be a pretty intense battle here. Not too bad. Keep an eye out on the 6th position, Timmy Yo. That guy just came out of nowhere. He put on some heat on me. Honestly, it was pretty intense. So he has some good pace. I was surprised though. I didn't think the Corvette would be that good around this circuit. I've never been able to drive like that well with like the American brand cars like Corvettes or the Viper and stuff like that. But the only one that's really worked for me is like the Ford GT. But even that one, it's a little clunky, but it sounds great though. I love it. I actually got one of the Ford GTs. Got the classic 70s livery on that. Now when I say I got the Ford GT with that livery, I'm talking about in this game though, not in real life. I wish. Anyways, I thought I'd give you guys a little bit of that cockpit view there, give you guys a different angle. Honestly, I love this view. It just makes it so authentic, so real. It's a little bit hard to judge the lines, and you know, I wish there was a way to really customize the camera angle and just make it suitable for every individual. Like what I love about the F1 games is the camera angle. You can adjust it horizontally, vertically. You can change the depth of field. There's just so much customization you can do with that. You can actually customize the on-screen display and just show whatever you want, you know. Like Gran Turismo is such a visually striking game. It's so beautiful that I wish I could sometimes remove some of the things or move them around or do different things and customize them. So the heads-up display and things like that. So the F1 does a really good job with that. I hope we get that feature with Gran Turismo, because right now with Gran Turismo you can select to show like the race information or, you know, the car information, but it's a little bit limited. But again, Gran Turismo is an amazing game. But so far so good. Nothing's really changed with this race. Just tailing Joe 757. Timmy Yo's 5th now. You see he's making his way up the ranks. So it's been so far so good. So as we can see there, Timmy Yo jumps into 4th place. And I don't know how, look at that turn, the way he just like pounced on me. It's crazy. What I like about this camera angle though, it's at least I get the rear view mirror, so which is nice. So it really helps with the clean driving. You see where the player's at. But yeah, this guy was pouncing hard. Like, I didn't know the Corvette was that fast. But on the straight though, I don't think it's as fast as the Ferrari though. So yeah, I kind of pulled away a little bit, but seems like it's nimble. But I guess it depends on your driving style. I love the Ferrari, honestly. Sometimes it could be a little bit oversteery. A little bit, the rears are a little bit too happy. But this car on this track just felt solid, man. It was like stuck to the ground. It was so good. So the car in front of me does get a little bit of penalty there. So he's about to slow down and gotta jump into 2nd place. That's how we do it, you know. By default, get into the 2nd place. Now that the Darth Rafa, first the pole position, he was quick. He was already up like 4.5 seconds. He was basically like a second a lap faster. I mean, look at the fastest lap that he's put in, a 1 minute 54.3. So I don't think anybody was like close to him at all. Yeah, so you know, it was at this point I started like realizing like the Timio, I think he really wanted to kind of like work together, because he had opportunity to pass me. As you guys can see, he's just approaching. He just gives me a little bump draft, pushes me forward. I don't know, I think he was trying to maybe create some distance between us and the cars behind Joe 757 and OMG Raw 10. But yeah, so and there's a PHG route from our first race there, so he's in the mix as well. So that was really nice of him. I mean, it's hard enough to like show respect, but like to do some teamwork when it comes to racing is that does say a lot. But yeah, he kept bump drafting me. He didn't pass me. I was just waiting. I thought I was like a sitting duck there, because he definitely had the pace, that's for sure. But I kept at it, kept it on track, kept the composure. I mean, that's all it's all about, you know. That's one thing I'm proud of. Like, I could probably like sometimes qualify 5th or 6th or 7th, but I generally tend to have a lot of top 5 finishes, or get into 2nd or 3rd place, or even win the races, because it just comes down to who can make, you know, less mistakes. You know, it's about composure and outlasting others, because, you know, you don't win the race on the first corner, right, on the first turn, right? So it's an endurance. You gotta bite your time. You gotta take those opportunities when they present themselves. I should have probably taken more opportunity with that first race when I had chance to pass PHG, because I honestly I feel like I could have, not to say won that race, but you know, finish higher. So you see he's bump drafting me again. He's just, I guess he's happy, he's having a good time, and doesn't want to make that move. But honestly, it's been such a great experience. The last race, this race, everyone's driving so nice. Yeah, it's very clean driving, you know. So far pretty good, but something big's gonna happen here that's gonna change the course of the race right there. Boom. I have no idea what happened there. I don't know if he just cut the grass a little bit, he spun out, or he lost his internet connection, but I have no idea. So I felt bad for the guy, and that was it really. That was after that, I had a pretty good gap. I had like 2, 3, 4 second gap. The last lap I make sure I ease it in, and that's all she wrote. Boom. 2nd place, 15 seconds behind the leader though. I don't know, I feel like I think he was in the wrong race, this guy. Probably should have gone to like the higher rated drivers, but overall pretty happy with that. Got myself a clean race star, raised 1 position. Loving it, not too bad. I love getting these clean race bonuses. Gran Turismo throwing some free money at you. Some respect shown here with the chats. I like that. And there you have it.